G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today in front of me here I have SJRC's latest offering on the drone market. This is the new SJRC F11 4K Pro drone. Now, this is their latest version of the very popular F11 that was brought out a couple of years ago. Then they followed it up with a 2K version. And this is the third model that they've brought out in the last few months actually. So I'd like to thank TomTop for sending this through to review. Today what I'm going to do, I'm going to make two-part video of this review. Today will just be a quick unboxing and overview because the weather is rather windy outside and there's actually a bit of a smoke haze from some bushfires, so it's pretty grey out there in the sky, so not perfect conditions to actually take video and see how the camera quality is when there's a lot of smoke haze around. So anyway guys, yeah, this is their latest one. It boasts 4K camera and a 2-axis gimbal and electronic stabilization. So as you can see, it comes in a really nice carry case. Okay, it's great when these companies make these carry cases. Most of them do now, which is awesome. And there it is there. We've got a foam cover here. First off, I'll just open this box in this pocket here. This should have the user manual. Yep, there's a little user manual that comes with it. Now, this one looks like it's all in English. Yes, it is. Okay, so it just goes through everything you need to know. This runs on 5G Wi-Fi, and it looks like there's 3 different frequencies there for the 5.8 Wi-Fi, but yeah, pretty decent little booklet here guys. It tells you how to set your compass calibrations and so forth. Really nice little booklet here. So all the information you need to operate this drone and all of its smart features are in this little booklet. Okay, we have a little box here with some it says it's got some spare blades in there. Now I'm not going to take them out of the bags, but we'll just have a quick look. So here is the bag of blades. There's a full set. I can feel there are 4 blades in there. This looks to be the USB to micro USB cable, okay, to charge up the controller and the battery. And we also got some spare hardware here, some screws for the props, and a little Allen wrench there, as you can see. Okay, so I'm not going to take them out guys, we're just going to fly everywhere. Okay, so let's have a look at the controller. This is a really nice looking controller. This is an updated controller from the previous 2 models. Okay, so you got your phone clip there, and that will extend out. I have to take that plastic off, it's all taped up, but that will extend out. I've just opened this for the first time guys. Okay, on the bottom here we've got the 2 little arms that swing out, sort of looks a bit like a DJI product there. Okay, and we have these little protectors there for the controller while it's being packaged. Looks like it's got some nice pretty smooth gimbal sticks here. Okay, on the bottom here is where you charge it up. Now I believe this transmitter has a little 1 cell in it, and let me look at my notes. Yeah, it's got a little 3.7 volt 300 milliamp hour LiPo built in, so you charge it up from there. This should give you quite a bit of flight time, a few flights before it starts to go flat and you have to recharge it again. Anything on the back here? Not really, just some specs about the battery. There you go. I only charge it with the factory USB cable provided that I showed you in that bag. We have some antennas here. Let me see if they are real. Doesn't look like, I can't see any no, I can't see any wires in there, so they are just for show guys. Okay, on the top here we have looks like a camera button. This one here looks, I'm not too sure what that one does guys. It might be for exposure or something like that. Have more camera buttons here, so that's for the record. So this one must be for snapshot. And we have the gimbal up and down tilt. and that looks like it might be for maybe lights. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'll definitely show you all the functions when I do fly it. I've got an on and off switch here, and wow, it's pretty bright. Nice colors on this LED panel. Okay, so we've got camera mode here, normal mode, and sport mode. Okay, so camera mode would be your speed rate 1 to get that nice, smooth, and slow cinematic video. Then you got normal mode, which would be a bit quicker, and then you got sports mode, which would make it very sporty flyer. Okay, guys. Looks like we got the emergency stop here. It just says stop, so that might just only have that one function. Probably hold that down, and it would, you know, stop the motors mid-flight if you have to do so. Hopefully you don't have to use that one. And we've got the GPS return button here. Illuminates. So everything illuminates by the look of it. Okay, so I'm just moving the wheel for the gimbal and it actually flashes just there. Got our battery life, our frequency, if the drone's turned on, of course. This one here, it is making this one flash as well. Okay, it's a very nice looking controller. I like it. Take a photo, just there. Take a video, stays on. Really nice. And this does seem to beep. Yeah. So it's like the original one, it beeps. What's this one? Hold that down. Okay. Well, anyway, I'll figure that all out, guys, when I take it out for a flight. Turn it off. Hold it down to turn it off. All right. Yeah, nice looking controller. I like the outlay of this one. It's got a nice shiny face plate on it as well. It really improved the looks of this one compared to the original. That was pretty similar shape, but pretty plain looking. Okay, onto the drone itself, guys. Here's the new SJRC 4K Pro. Okay, first time taken out of the box. Let's take that protective label off. And as you can see, it does look very similar to the original in its design. Okay, except we've got the gimbal on the front. Okay, so let me just grab the original quickly. I've got it beside me here as a comparison, and you can see it is very similar in design. They haven't really changed too much of the overall design, except this has got the 1080p camera, and this is a new version. So very similar looking drones. Okay, now they even have the same battery, guys. So the good thing about this, if you have the original, they do run off the same 2500 milliamp hour 3S battery, which is really handy. So you could, if you've got the original one and you've got a couple of batteries, you can actually buy this one. You can buy this one in the different packages, 1, 2, 3 battery combos. But if you've already got this with multiple batteries, you could just save a bit of money and buy the one battery version of the new one. Okay, so let's fold this out. As you can see, I've got the tabs here holding the props. I'll just tear them apart. One second. All right, so it does fold out just like the original, like so. Okay. And there is the gimbal guard there, guys. It looks like we've got the SD card slot on the side, just like the original. Now they're stating that this one can take 32 gigabyte card all the way up to 128 gigabytes. Class 10 card, of course. So you can have a lot of storage there for your flights. Okay. Got some venting on the bottom here. There's a bit of a label there. Please remove the gimbal cover before you turn on the power switch. So I'll do that in a second. Okay, so underneath here we've got some fake looking optical flow sensors or ultrasonic sensors. Okay, got some little landing feet there. Okay, on the back, and you got obviously you got your landing feet on the front here as well. It's a really nice looking drone. Looks very similar, like I said, to the original. Okay, and it just says F11 on the back, and the battery as always, is on the top. Now let's take this battery out just so I could show you, even though I mentioned I'll show you the milliamp hours of this 3S. And like the original, it's a 11.1 volt, 2500 milliamp hour. Now they're saying that we're going to get around 25 to 26 minutes of flight. So like I said before, if you've got the original or even the 2K version and you've got multiple batteries and you end up purchasing this new one, you're going to have a really long flight time, guys. Okay? Or even if you buy this one with the 3 battery option, you're going to get well over an hour of flight time out of those 3 batteries. So brushless motors all around, guys. The 1806, very common size for these style of drones. Okay, and let's have a look at the gimbal. I'll just take that label off and we'll have a look. Okay guys, so I just took the gimbal cover off, and I just noticed they've even put a little bit of tape there, foam tape, to protect the gimbal as well. So here it is here, guys. Here's the 2-axis gimbal with the EIS, or electronic image stabilization, built in. Now typically cameras like this do have a 120 or 125 degree field of view. As you can see, this one is 100 degrees field of view, but that is taken into account the EIS, because what the EIS will do, it will crop the image to give you that smooth image stabilization. So that makes sense that it's a 100 degrees field of view. Okay, now this camera does take 4K video, guys, and photos. Okay, especially when recorded to the SD card. I think if you record it to your phone file, the resolution may be a little bit lower in the pixelation, but on the specs here it does say that you are going to get recorded to the SD card that full 3840 by 2160 pixelation of photos and videos. Alright guys, so there it is there, the 2-axis gimbal with the stabilization built in. So hopefully it works rather well when I test it out at the field. So let's quickly turn it on, hold it down for a couple of seconds, and then we have the red lights all round by the look of it on this one. A little bit different than the original. I believe the original has blue on the back. Okay guys, alright guys, well that's pretty much it. I'll run through some of the specs quickly. Like I said, the battery life is around 26 minutes. Now the charging time for that battery, it could be in a high capacity 3S battery, it is going to take 4 hours to charge via that USB cable. So be prepared. Maybe plan your flights a day ahead and charge up accordingly, or charge up in the morning if you're going to fly in the afternoon. The range of this quad is meant to be 1500 meters via the transmitter there, so 1.5 kilometers distance, max distance. The Wi-Fi FPV signal, however, from this drone is only 800 meters. Well, it's not only 800 meters, that's pretty far, but in comparison to the specs of the actual flight range that it can do of 1.5K, or what they claim it can do, that's pretty, it's basically half of the Wi-Fi distance. So the app is called the SJRC Pro app. You can get that at Google Play and Play Store. And yeah, besides that, this drone typically has all the smart features that you get on every other drone these days. You've got your follow me, your GPS orbit surround me mode, or point of interest mode. You've got your waypoints and also gesture photography and video. Okay, so it does all that as well. And last but not least, this one does have double GPS, so it does have a GLONASS and GPS modules in it, so it will pick up the Russian satellites as well as the USA ones. And when these drones have those double GPS GLONASS modules in them, they do tend to pick up the GPS signal rather quickly of the satellites. So, and quite a number of them too. I've had drones that can exceed 20 satellite locks, so that's a good thing as well. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Just an overview and unboxing of this new SJRC 4K Pro. And like I said before, you can pick this one up at TomTop. I'll put all the links below. I'll see if I can get a coupon code as well. So you can check it all out there, guys. And yeah, wait in the next couple of days. I'll try to get it up in the air on a nice sunny day. And we'll test that camera out. And we'll see how this drone flies. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, happy flying.